Hey Capricorn, this is your Astro Tarot Reading for the month of August. And let me just say, money issues are going to be very strong for you this month. And they are going to start around the full moon on the 1st. The full moon on the 1st. The full moon is going to energize your house of income and going to bring some enlightenment in terms of what is happening with your money, what is happening with how you spend your money, whether or not you need a budget. There can be some kind of crisis, emergency situation about a cash flow problem, or like money that's owed to you doesn't reach your account, or something odd can happen. You can have some cash app problems or some PayPal problems, but be very mindful of monies around the 1st with that full moon. Also, I want to say bills, unexpected bills can come out of nowhere and just throw you into, some sort of like, some sort of alarm situation. It's like, where did this come from? So be very, very mindful of money around the 1st of the month with that full moon. And I have 4 decks of tarot cards. And let's just see what the first message is for you, Capricorn. The first message is for you is throat chakra. Throat chakra. Very, very interesting. What does throat chakra mean? Well, the throat chakra is how you communicate. Communication, speaking, verbalizing. Telling people what you feel, expression, self-expression. And since it is going to be around that full moon, and you're going to get some sort of enlightenment information or information regarding your finances coming out of nowhere, you may have to call somebody, make a phone call. If you are in a business situation, you may have to have a talk with your business partner. If you are on the job and you feel as though that you are not making enough money or that you are doing overtime and not being paid for it, you may have to have a conversation, because that full moon is going to bring the subject of money up, and you may have to talk about it with someone, or maybe someone owes you money and they have not paid. But there is going to be some sort of conversations, communication, thoughts, or about what to do about your money, and whether or not you are getting the appropriate money, or if your money is definitely flowing in the right direction. Yay. Okay, so on the new moon, there is going to be a new moon on the 16th. The new moon on the 16th. And guess where that's going to fall? It's going to fall in your house of financial resources. So there's a lot of information, a lot of thought about money this month. The money concerns of the new moon is going to be about savings, investments, insurance, taxes, credit limits, credit ratings. What are you doing with your bank accounts? So guess what? Once you have that crisis on the 1st, you may decide, I'm not doing the right thing. I may decide to have automatic withdrawal out of my paycheck so that I'll make sure that I have enough savings. But the new moon is going to set you on a different path for growing, manifesting, and expanding your financial resources. So you will definitely have something in the future. Yay. So I have my second deck of tarot cards, and let's see what the second message is coming your way, Capricorn. The second message for you this month is it's time to release negativity. Time to release negativity. Okay, very interesting. So since we are talking about money, do you feel as though you have been taken advantage of financially? Do you feel as though that you have been there for someone financially and they haven't been there for you? Have you loaned someone some money and they just refuse to pay? I have people that, that call me up about folks they have loaned money to years ago. And the person still says to them, don't worry, I'm going to pay you back. Well, it's been 5, 10, 15 years and they still haven't paid it back. I think you should go ahead and let that go. And this is saying it's time to let go of negativity. Negativity. Yes, release negativity. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about money. It can be about any situation that you feel as though a person has done you wrong. So if there has been any wrongdoing in your life and you have held on to it, this is the month to let it go. If you feel as though somebody owes you a compliment or an explanation and they haven't yet, this is the time to let it go. Sometimes people will never own up to, they'll never be responsible. And you just can't be sitting around forever waiting for them to do the right things because they may not know how to do the right things. So this is the month to let go of negativity. Now, I do want to say that Mercury retrograde is going to be happening on the 23rd, and that is about conversations and communication. So listen, somebody may actually reach out to you. Someone that you feel owes you an explanation, or someone you haven't spoken to in a long time that disappeared. Guess what? You can get some communication from them after the 23rd when Mercury, the planet of communication, goes retrograde and people start thinking about you. Yes, you can be on someone's mind and they start thinking about you. They start looking for you. They start going on your social media, seeing what you're up to. They start asking questions among your friends. In fact, one of your friends might get a call from someone from your past and, just kind of fishing around, seeing how you're doing. Or you may actually get a chance to talk with old friends or reconnect with someone from the past. Yep, but it doesn't always have to be negative. And the reason for that is that the sun is also going to be in that house of communication. And the sun brings vitality, optimism, encouragement, warmth and growth. You can have a person you haven't spoken to in a while that was a good friend and you miss them. And the two of you reunite and say, wow, it was so nice to talk to this person. We have got to get together. You may decide to take a trip somewhere and meet up with an old friend. But this is going to be a very pleasant reunion. It could be around the 23rd where you reconnect, and talk with somebody that you have certainly missed. Okay, and I have my third deck of tarot cards. The third deck, let's see what the message is for you, Capricorn. The third message for you is daydreams and decisions. Daydreams and decisions. Now, what is it? Is a decision that you are going to have to make, that you want to make, that you've been thinking and manifesting and focused on. This can be the month to do it. This can be the month to do it. And the reason for it is that Mars, the planet of motivation and energy and courageousness, is going to be in your house of career. So is there a decision that you've been wanting, daydreaming about, manifesting on regarding your career path? Mars, the planet of energy, pushiness, assertiveness, the planet of I'm going to get what I want planet, is going to be in your house of career, and you're going to take more aggressive steps, aggressive actions to get what you want. Steps to reach your career goals. You may start asking those questions that you didn't want to ask before. Start being a little bit more persistent with your boss. Being a little bit more persistent about maybe taking those classes or finishing up that exam or taking that, studying for that exam. The one that will lead to the promotion. You're going to be more assertive and more aggressive about getting what you want and taking the steps to get exactly what you want. Yes. And let me just say this. On the 28th, Uranus, the planet of sudden changes, is going to be in your house of love. Okay, what does that mean? So if you are in a love relationship and things are not going well, guess what? You may not want to be with that person anymore. You may decide, I don't want to be with you. And one of the reasons could be also is that Venus is retrograde in the house of intimacy. You may want to rethink being intimate with a certain partner, or you may want to change your intimate partnerships. Well, that can be really strong. That energy, that thought can be really strong around the 28th when Uranus goes retrograde and you decide to do an about face. Yes. So I have my fourth deck of tarot cards, and let's see what the message is for you, Capricorn. The message is for you, blessed. Oh, how wonderful is that? That you are blessed. You are blessed. Blessings are coming your way, or you have blessings that you don't realize. Sometimes we take things for granted. So this is a good time to sit and count your blessings, to be grateful for the things that we have. And sometimes the things that we have prayed for may not have been a blessing. That may have been something we didn't need and we didn't get it. And that too can be a blessing. So this is a good time to count your blessings. On the 30th, there is going to be a full moon in your house of communication. And you may be blessed to talk to someone that you haven't spoken to in a while. So your blessings are going to come in unusual ways, or you're going to start thinking about your blessings. So this has been your Astro Tarot reading for the month of August. And if you'd like to know what else is happening in your chart,